Okay, so Chantal went live about 17 minutes ago. The first one was called I Fainted at the Airport. The stream was absolutely horrible. Nobody could hear her, but everybody in her chat was, why are you clickbaiting? Clearly, you're still in Syria. Clearly, you're still in Salah's house. A lot of people were irritated. The stream wasn't working very well for her, so she ended that stream and brought up another stream called All Right, members only. Um, but it appears to be that it's only a members only chat, which means everybody's just going to be in there giving her ass pats. So I really don't know that it's worth looking at the chat. However, she has been deleting live streams like crazy, especially ones that don't make her look very good. It's like yesterday she had the one up about she just couldn't be there anymore and she was crying and miserable and all of this other stuff. Coming to find out, there had been a live stream previously that at the beginning of the live stream, you could hear her screaming at Salah. Um, but that's not a good look for her. She doesn't want anything that makes her look bad. So she immediately ended that live stream, came back hyperventilating and crying so that she looked like the victim instead of the other way around with her screaming at him. If I was honestly in fear for my safety and I was scared of the man that I was living with, I would not be yelling at him like that. And I'm speaking from experience when it comes to that. Um, so I do have her sped up for this live stream and we're going to try and catch up. And we'll see how long we can stick around for this. I thought I was done for a little while and apparently I'm not. I have been working on trying to film things ahead of time. So that I have content to go up for you guys over the next couple of days because we have a big project to work on this weekend. That's going to keep us fairly busy, and I really don't want there to be a lull in the content for you guys. So, but everything else has been put on hold because Miss Chantal Marie thinks she needs attention. So, we're going to give it to her for a little bit.
Bees! How come? Hold on, I have to try to switch it. I couldn't set up members only for chatting when I started my live. So I don't know why. Give me a minute, guys. I'm so annoyed right now with this technology. Where's my cat? Did she get out? Hold on, guys. 2 minutes. Julia? Well, I have no idea. Oh, there you are, baby. Okay, 2 seconds, guys. I want it to be. Wait. All right. I figured it out. I just. Welcome, Keeper of the Homestead. I'm sorry, guys, but it's just overwhelming for me right now. Like, I know that most people on here don't look at me as a human being, but I am, and I'm just going through a lot, and I don't need to be on here. I have a right to, like, talk to people without being, like, abused all day, all night long, okay? So. And plus, you guys deserve a members only, like, drama free chat. Okay. Yeah, right, exactly. That's right. Hello, everyone. Thank you, thank you. I need peace of mind. I'm so, like, okay. So, here's the recipe for disaster. So, last night, as you guys know, my mental health is, like, messed up. I freaked out. Freaked out. Like, you guys were not supposed to hear me say, don't talk to me. Like, I screamed in my life at the beginning of my life, and I, like, ended it very quickly because I was like, oh, crap. No, like, you weren't supposed to hear that. I was freaking out. So, I'm like, you know what? I need to go sooner. I need to rebook my ticket. So, I did.
We weren't supposed to hear that because it doesn't present her in the light that she wants presented. She wants to be presented as the victim, and honestly, I think they're both equally guilty of being horrendous people to each other. However, I will say Salah has the patience of a saint at this point. Um, could not be me. So, but I guess we've changed our flight and we're going to see when it is.
And, to today. And, um, what was Julia saying? So basically, let me know if you can't hear me because I hate repeating myself. My mind is all scattered. I'm trying to get it out. So basically, I had like maybe I couldn't sleep because obviously when you're super nervous. Hey, Lavisa. First of all, I don't think you guys fully understand. Has anyone traveled 30 hours, like in economy? Okay, it's 13 hours and a half from Doha to Montreal. Then it's like 2 hours and a half from Damascus too. Okay, but airports are overstimulating. They are busy. The security lines, the lights, everything is just like, oh. Tio, welcome to Very Poor Abusers, Race at Peace. Hold on. Cowpat, welcome to Very Poor Abusers, Race at Peace. Hold on a second. Okay, I hear it smooth like butter. Okay, go out and come back in, maybe, guys. Okay, so basically, what happened was, and yes, Harley Quinn, I still have to unblock your account. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. I've traveled 20 hours, exhausting physically. Um, yeah, I'm just getting to that now. So I was like really anxious about the trip, especially just like deciding to like, I thought I had all this time left to prepare and say goodbyes and stuff, and now I only have like not even a day. I fell asleep at like 5 in the morning, and I had to leave here at like 11:30 because it's like an hour and a half to the airport. So, um, and I don't like to eat, and that was my mistake. Yeah, I will at Harley Quinn. I didn't eat because I don't want to be like, having to run to the washroom when the washrooms are scarce, and I hate airplane washrooms. So I tried not to eat or drink too much. Well, that was fine, but then I don't know. Mix that, I think, with just all of the like dreading the trip and being so emotionally unstable. So Salah waited with me till had to go through the security, and I make it through security. I make it through immigration. I make it everywhere. I get to the boarding room where you're like about to board. Fine. Then they made us get on this little bus, which I've done many times. This little bus, um, hey keeper, to take us to the airplane. And I was walking all this because like I didn't need to. I was not sick this time, but I felt like lightheaded. Started feeling a bit lightheaded. Um, so I go through. They do that thing where they rip your boarding pass. I get on the bus and there's nowhere to sit, so I'm standing, which is normally the case. I'm holding a bar, and like I just remember feeling like lightheaded, and then almost like everything was almost like in a dream but falling asleep. But I don't remember. Like I blacked out for like I don't know. The next thing I remember, I'm like on the ground and people are like around me, and I was just like, what the hell? I like did not understand. Like yeah, I like totally passed out, but I was like feeling a bit lightheaded and dizzy just before that. And my bad too. I don't know if this is stupid, but I forgot to take my insulin last night. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to be traveling for a long time. And I tested my blood sugar this morning and it was like 14. So I took 30 units of insulin this morning. And yes, I'm an idiot. Please, you can be mad at me for this. Like, anyway. And I didn't eat. I thought that would lower my blood sugar. I was afraid. Now, I forgot to bring my blood sugar monitor with me to the airport. So, um, but I basically had help, like, are you okay? Like when I came to, I felt all right, like, so I just got up right away. I was super embarrassed, like, do you want us to bring a wheelchair? I'm like, no, 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 like, I'm okay. Like, I was super embarrassed. I was kind of like mad. Like, I don't know if you ever get like that, but like everyone was staring. And I was just like, what the hell just happened? Like, I was shaking. I was shaken. I was shaking. And so, like, the two people from like the Qatar Airways helped me and they sat me down inside. It was air conditioned in there. And, ooh, no, it was on the floor. It was, those buses that take you to your plane?
I feel like she is oversharing a lot or over explaining. Um, is she still at the airport? Are we waiting for our next flight? Or is this the moment that she's going to tell us that they had to call Salah and he had to come back and get her, and because of her health conditions and this crisis that she experienced in the airport, um, that she has to stay longer? I mean, for somebody who claims to love to travel and to want to travel so much, she sure seems to have an issue with airports and being in airports and moving through them. And it, which one is it? Do we really like to travel, or is travel the worst thing in the world?
Yeah, when people come, they're always like whenever I no, I was like defensive a bit because like not defensive, but like I was kind of confused and like what like everyone was staring at me and I was so embarrassed. Yeah, like it was scary because like have you ever fainted? You know that feeling of like you just completely black out for like even a second. I don't know how long it was, but I just remember like I was like on the ground, but like I was so discombobulated. And then oh my gosh, imagine doing all that with Julia. Oh my gosh.
So, did she fall off the bus while it was in motion? Before it was in motion? I mean, I'm just having images of my head of the bus moving, her falling off, rolling across the floor a few times. Um, but clearly Julia's there, so Salah had to get her, so I guess this is going to be the excuse of why we're not leaving.
But anyway, so I had changed my flight, which cost money, and somebody, thank God for you. You helped me with that, so thank you. Anyway, I'm just. Do you think it? I don't know. Like, so they thought maybe it was. They're like, do you have any health issues? Like, some man came. I don't know if he was like a doctor, or what he was. He was a guy from Syria, and he came to talk to me, and he's like, do you have like health issues? Like, he helped. His English was like all right, and then I said, well, I have diabetes. I don't think it was. I don't know if they just have like a doctor on retainer, but honestly, here things are different. Yeah, like I don't know. So no, I missed my flight. Like they no, they wouldn't. They didn't. They're like, are you feeling okay? Like, honestly, we don't know if we feel comfortable recommending that you fly in this condition. You know, you should probably go to have your husband bring you to a hospital and rebook. You can always rebook, like for a fee or whatever. I'm like, yeah, another fee. Like, I'm just happy I'm okay. That's not my issue, but I know I've never had low blood sugar, so I never thought that that would happen. And I don't know if it was low blood sugar, but they sat me down and they gave me this little, like it's in my thumbnail of my previous live. It was like a little kit with like a banana and juice and a water. And I was like, how many people pass out from like, how many people have diabetic issues at the airport? I'm at Salah's house because he dropped me off at the airport an hour and a half away, an hour and 40 minutes about. He came back home, all the way back home. As soon as he got home, and he was really tired. As soon as he got home, um, I called him and said, "Hey, I'm at the airport. I passed out. They don't think I should fly today. Blah blah blah." And so I was very shaky. Like I was just like, and like super just like, "Thank you." Like that was like anyway. So basically, I don't know. I'm not like I don't know. Like, am I mentally and physically able to travel right now, or should I just try to tough it out another few weeks or whatever?
She does not want to leave. Leaving means that she has lost full control of the situation 100% and will not get control of it back. This is a fit. This is her showing out so that she does not have to leave. But it is a medical excuse, which means her beezers can't say anything about it. Her, detractors can't say a whole lot about it because it's a medical necessity. And really, what is Salah supposed to do? I mean, I guess he could have left her at the airport, honestly, refused to answer his phone. Like I said, Salah has the patience of a saint at this point. Um, I hate giving that man ass pats. I hate being on his side in anything. It makes me feel icky, but honestly, this is where we're at.
And keep like the original date. They, I can ask them to waive the fee, but they didn't sound like they were going to. I just came to when they're like talking about for a fee. Like, hello, no. You shake really, teardrop? That's never happened to me. I've never had low blood sugar. Nicole, Mark. The thing is like I felt a little better after the banana, but I tried to go today. Herf. Thanks for the super chat. I tried to go today, and trust me, I tried to go to the hospital and get cleared. Yeah, I have to go to a doctor and get like I need to get like my diabetes. I don't know. Yeah. My mental health is deteriorating. Hey Nina, but I feel like it's really bad. Like it's like the thought of even like when I got to the airport, I'm like, oh my gosh, don't have a panic attack. Don't have a panic attack. Like I'm so like the other day, like when I was panicking. Medical transport from Syria? I don't know. Feeling like that, they're not gonna let you fly. They're very picky. They're very finicky on that, eh? Like they don't play. Like even when I had trouble breathing, and I just like asked somebody for a wheelchair when I was coming, there's not gonna be any medical incident while you're in the air. Think of the Nashi.
Yeah, the panic attack is her losing control. She has fully lost control of the situation, and she has dug this hole for herself, and she's trying to figure out how she can stay. Because as much as she says she wants to be back in Canada, she wants to be away from all of this, she does not want to let go of Salah at the end of the day. That's what this comes down to. This is control. But it would also be losing her servant. It would be losing her slave. Um, she's not going to have anybody in Canada to run and get her fast food or to clean up after her or to do things for her, to drive her around, to just wait on her hand and foot. And, you know, I guess if you're foodie, that's a scary prospect.
Jeez, don't torture me. I was almost there. I was almost there. So then Salah had to come all the way back. I felt so bad. That's not my fault, but yeah, I don't know. The hubby decided to put the mother-in-law in a facility. She was just becoming too much. I actually screamed at him last night and cried. I told him I was leaving. Oh, Nina, I'm so sorry. Go to Canada and get a heart x-ray? I had an echocardiogram thing done last time I went to the hospital and it was normal. Two nerds ropes. Sorry, Nina. That's, yeah, I don't blame you. It's caregiver burnout. When I worked in the medical field, I saw that all the time, caregiver burnout. Hey, Aurora. Stressed, depressed. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to see a doctor. I told him I would go today, but I'm not going today. I can't deal with it. I can't go today. I can't. I need to just like rest and tell everybody what happened. Because, you know, me. Anyways, I'm just effed right up. Like, I'm so.
If it was really that serious, if it was really that big of a deal for her to get home, she would be going today no matter what, no matter how tired she is. Um, that's just how it is. I was in the hospital just a couple weeks ago for a stroke. Um, I got sent home, once they discharged me from the hospital. And I immediately had doctor's appointments to go to see my neurologist and to get checked out further. I had testing that needed to be done. I still had, on top of my stroke, I had a horrible migraine. The migraine was there for 10 days. And part of that 10 days was after they sent me home from the hospital. I was still functioning with that migraine. I was still going to these appointments. I was still going out in the sun. I was still doing laundry. I was still doing dishes. Um, but especially getting to those doctor's appointments. And my neurologist, he's a drive. Like, he is a drive for me to get to him. But I went because it was that important. Getting home is not important for her. And why should it be? She continues to have people throwing money at her for her to sustain the life where she's at. And as long as she keeps having medical issues in Syria, she really doesn't have to go home. Plus, she's kind of stuck. I mean, especially if she's going to show out at the airport like that and they don't let her on a plane. Um, I mean, she can do this until people get tired of sending her money, honestly.
So effed up. I don't know why. So I can fly out ASAP. The journey is, I don't know if I'm ready to do it after all this. This is like, oh my gosh, I don't know. And I know if I delay it, it's only worse. But it's such an arduous journey. And like when you're not well, and I'm worse healthy wise, mentally and physically. And don't think I realized that until this happened today. Next time, eat and go. It's not that easy. It is a killer. It's not just the flight, it's the whole journey. It's messed up. The glucose levels, yeah. Hey, Carefree. I don't have a history of fainting. I've fainted like once when I was. And I almost fainted once in a movie theater when I was having a panic attack. Have you ever had a really bad panic attack? Break the journey up? It's expensive. I just want to get it over with. The less stops I have to make, the better, trust me. Because Harley Quinn, the stops are very stressful because each stop is an airport. And even booking a hotel sounds traumatic. Like it's just dealing with anything. Like I don't know, I can't explain it. You shake like a chihuahua. I went back and forth. Yeah, I think it's like just hit me. Like, do I have airport PTSD? I'm not even joking. I never fainted from a panic attack, but I almost did. And it was a bad panic attack. I was at a theater many, many years ago.
Okay, I don't have a history of panic attack or fainting. Yeah, she said, I don't have a history of fainting. But here we are talking about a history of fainting, and suddenly she has airport PTSD. Where did we get airport PTSD from? She keeps making everything bigger and worse than it is because she is desperately trying to look for reasons to stay, no matter what. If Salah doesn't want her there for a wife, well, guess what? He's going to keep her there as an invalid and he's going to be a caretaker whether he likes it or not. That's the goal here right now.
At the Brookdale Mall in Cornwall. I can't remember what I was watching, but all of a sudden we're watching, and I was super hyper.
Which honestly is embarrassing and terrifying when you think about it. I have a health update coming out tomorrow morning because we just got my MRI results back. And let me tell you, my biggest fear in life is that my husband is going to have to become my nurse. I want to be independent. I want to stand on my own 2 feet. I do not want him to have to nurse me. I just want him to be able to be a husband to me, and that is it. This is the opposite. She is looking for reasons for her to be bedbound and stuck in Syria in hopes that it means that Salah will become her caretaker and be stuck with her no matter what. I, who would want that life? Who would wish for that life? Could not be me, honestly. Is not me.
Aware all of a sudden of the packed theater and it being dark, and the movie was like overstimulating with all the noise. And I just felt like, oh my gosh, like, you know, when you get like fuzzy vision, like it's turning white, you feel lightheaded, and I'm like, I have to get up or I'm gonna pass out. Like I tried to make it like go away, you know. Carefree, oh thank you, Carefree. Well, you're always so nice and generous. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you. So I am gonna go, but I just don't know exactly when. Like I don't know. I probably should have just kept my flight because, but I thought, you know, I just want to thank you, Carefree. I just want to like go, but I don't know. I'm not well. I can't even go to a doctor's office without panicking. Yeah. I feel that teardrop. Like I'm getting really bad. I'm being more aware of like how bad. You had a panic attack? Oh, 3,000 people. Lorraine, I'm sorry that happened to you. Try not to focus on the difficult. I really do, Jen Marie. I really do. I swear. If I didn't do that, if I didn't try to be positive, um, I'm just like, I don't want, I really just want, I wanted to do members only because I don't want to hear people like the minute, I don't want people to say, see, she's not going to Canada. And like that to me is being 100% dismissive of like what I went through. And it was like traumatic for me. And so I don't want that bullshit. You know what I mean? Like it was just really.
Okay, it's dismissive of what you went through. Um, let's talk about your live streams. Screaming that if anything happens to you, it was Salah and his family. Let's talk about the live streams where you are hyperventilating and acting like a victim to get ass pats, clicks, money, views, all of those things. Um, you have been extremely dismissive of DV and trauma that other people have experienced in their lives because it gains you something, it gets you something. Now you're expecting people to not do the same for you. At this point, I don't even know if you went to the airport. I don't even know if this really happened because you lie so much. You played victim yesterday and cried and boohooed and poor pitiful me. It's not okay for me here. I'm not okay. I'm in such a bad spot here. However, you were the one screaming at Salah. You were the one demanding and throwing a fit before you came back on sobbing like a baby so that you could, you know, get the victim card on your side. Let's talk about how dismissive that is of everything else. At this point, all you look like is a manipulative narcissist who is grasping at every straw possible to try and maintain what little control you have left over Salah and the situation. And honestly, at this point, all it does is make you look pathetic, desperate, and ignorant because you seem to think that you have pulled something over on everybody and that nobody else realizes what you are doing, when in fact we're all sitting back and watching this happen. And we all see it for what it is. It, you're not going to get a whole lot of dupers delight out of this one. And I also think that your members are going to stop paying eventually because they're going to figure this out. Like, why in the world am I going to donate to something when whatever I'm donating for never comes to fruition? It never happens. All I get is lies and excuses every single time.
Really awful, awful day. Like, honestly. Moving from Syria. Yeah, it's I don't know. That's what they're gonna say. I know they can say what they want, but at least right now in my chat, we have positive vibes because I need that. Thank you, Carefree. So, I tried to leave, but The powers that be. No, those are just people watching hardly. You don't have to be a member to watch. Anyway, I'm just not doing well. You know what you have to do, but you've been totally honest about not knowing what the hell you were going to do. Yep. Exactly. That's right. Thank you, Julia Dixon. I. No, that's okay, hardly. I'm. For insulin, I just. I usually take it at night on a full stomach. Granny, start now. Make a list of things you have to take with you, like your monitor you forgot. Carry a list with you and be sure everything on list in suitcase and carry when you leave. Yeah, thank you, Granny. Yeah, for sure. I gotta do that. I have to do that. Yeah, I know. I need purse snacks. Christina. I'm sorry, Christina. I haven't even checked my email yet. I know I have to get back to you. And I, like, I'm so sorry. It wasn't random, but I don't know. I have to reset. I know, Lavisa. Yeah. No, I'm not going to get money back from my ticket. It's a no-show, even though it's a medical emergency. I'm going to get some of it back, actually. I think there's a no-show fee, but then I get the rest. Or, actually, if I rebook it, I think it's just a rebook fee, actually. Sorry.
Or this one time only, today, this very instant, I am going to give you the opportunity to send me my ticket money to my PayPal. The airport might not refund me, but you, my dear viewer, have the opportunity to do that today. Hurry while the time lasts.
Salah's not mad, no. Thanks, Monica. When I came home, and it made it so much harder because when I came home, Julia was like all over me, and I'm just like, a change fee, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, I have to figure that out. You need water and purse snacks. Travel insurance is what protects you from extra costs. Yeah. Thanks, October Rose. And I still didn't eat anything but that banana. I'm starving, so Salah's gonna go and get food. The Reebok shoes with the inflatable. Yes, on the tongue of it, eh? I used to have some, I think, or I don't remember. How long do you think Salah will let you stay? I mean, he's not gonna kick me out. So, I've been to California a few times. 5-hour flight and the anxiety was overwhelming. Now I know why people have drinks on the planes, Barb. Thank you, Monica. I appreciate you guys just listening to me. Like, I do need purse snacks, Christine. What is the best purse snacks you carry, Christine? I still look for Salah and chat when I come in. Yeah, I know. It's kind of sad. When my hubs and I were LDR, I would have panic attacks and start crying halfway home. Sometimes I turn around. What is LDR? Oh, long distance relationship. Maybe you just missed Salah. I didn't feel that way. Like when I was getting on the bus, I was like excited to I had told all my family, I'm applying for places, like this really just, ugh, I'm just so messed up from it. Like, I was feeling okay, like mentally, like I wasn't sad. I wasn't super sad at that time. Like it comes and goes. It's good that Salah there for you. Yeah. How was the goodbye? Very emotional. How long we've been in the purse? I fed Julia her wet food. Like I fed her wet food and I like kissed her fur and I said like I thought that was the last time I was gonna feed her. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm happy to see her for sure. No, I'm back at the house, Andre Marie. Granny, you can do this when you're ready. Get some exercise, even just walking laps, you'll be okay. Think positive. Yeah, thank you, Granny. Thank you. I really agree. Oh, Nina. Thank you. I agree. I'm not in good shape at all. I'm really not. And I know it's my fault. I carry pumpkin seeds, peanuts, cashews, soft granola bars, hard candy in case blood sugar too low. Meat sticks. I love meat sticks. I'm so.
How do you go to Syria, a place where there is food shortages and people are starving, and gain weight and get yourself into worse health than when you got there? I mean, that has to take effort. I mean, that is purposefully doing it. That's trying hard.
So hungry right now, but I don't. You know when you're like hungry, but you don't have an appetite because you're so stressed out? The worst part is the start. I know, ripping off the band-aid. I know. Drink fluids, yes, Lavisa. Salty fruit, glucerna, and M&Ms. Okay. Everything happens for a reason, even though I'm very skeptical on that saying. Yeah, who knows, eh? I mean, yeah, I'm like, maybe there was a reason I, didn't get on the plane. Like, I hope nothing happens to the other people or to that flight. But no, I think it's arrived by now. But like, it's like crazy. I don't know. That was so embarrassing. I don't get embarrassed, but that was pretty embarrassing. None of us are in good shape, but the difference is we're not living in public. Nina, right? Anxiety doesn't let you eat. Yeah. When I'm happy, I can eat like 500 buffets. But when I'm like, there's certain times where it's like, if I'm conflicted, like my mind is not well, it's hard to, like, I want resolution. Like I want things to be over and done with. Like I want to be at the other end of the rainbow. Thanks, Lorena. Yeah. Yeah, Becca, I know. I don't think I'm gonna be able to leave tomorrow. I have to go to a doctor. I was gonna go. Salah really doesn't want to take me back to the airport before he takes me to that doctor there. So I'll probably do that first. Make sure I'm okay. Because, you have to do the work. I know. Yes. That's the daunting part, Nicole. Uh, the resolution comes when you're back in Canada, so it's the peace of mind and heart. Yeah. Yeah. Just want to know where the gold is. I know, Monica, me too. Because, like, I just love her so much. When I was feeding her today, I thought, oh, no, not my baby. I have you for a little longer. Oh, yes, baby. Oh, yes, baby. Even though you pooped on my bed that one day, right? Yes, baby. Oh. I love you. Where's Xanax? It's kind of like Kool-Aid with drugs here. But I'm gonna ask. The Final Destination? Yes, the first one is the best one with the plane. Now, I used to watch it and then like go on a plane, no problem. But now, I don't know. Now I'm like kind of paranoid. Like, why did I faint before getting on the plane? Was like God trying to save me or something? I don't know. Was it not my time? Was something gonna happen? But no, I don't think anything did. Wheelchair service, yeah. I did it when I was sick. Anyone can request wheelchair service. They don't require a doctor's note, but I just feel bad if like. But you know what? I should swallow my pride and realize I'm not healthy, and I probably do really need the wheelchair service at this point, especially if I get dizzy in that in the airports.
Why is she just now having to realize this? She is begging everybody to buy her a scootabout, and she thinks that she can walk through an airport. She just got finished telling us that she couldn't even walk like 20 feet without falling over because she's just in such bad health. But she thinks she's going to walk an entire airport. She did this on purpose. She fell out on purpose. If she actually did go to the airport, this was done on purpose.
It's like with a mixture between the anxiety, the panic, the stress, and then just, you know. You watched it last night, Monica? Stress can cause fainting. Yeah, it can. Extreme stress, yeah. Every accident I see refer to the Final Destination moments. Yeah. We're getting old and vulnerable. I am. I feel it. I can feel it coming in the air. Ugh. So your luggage is gone, Violet. No. Actually, they take your luggage off the plane and they bring it to you. At least at this airport. I don't know about every airport, but this one, like a Qatar Airways rep, I asked, like, how's this going to work? I just went through immigration and everything. So basically, Granny, last one, glad you're going to doctor. It was not your time to go home today for whatever reason, only God knows. Yes, on the wheelchair. Thank you, Granny. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I agree. Yeah, Becca, it's the stress. Yeah, it won't improve. That's the problem. I'm in a vicious cycle right now. You're not healthy. That's who wheelchair service was made for. You're doing what you're supposed to do. Asking for help. No pride to swallow. Thank you, Christina, for making me feel better. It does. Positive, nice positive words, But, so basically what they do is, because I asked, they're like, okay, you're just going to sit here. They ask if you want to be transported to the hospital, and I just said my husband would take me. But I kind of lied, I guess. I can't leave tomorrow, Harley Quinn. I'm not well. I don't even know why I passed out. What if it happens again? I got to go to the doctor. That's why. He asked you if you carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Oh, teardrop. Big hugs.
I am mentally unstable. I am unwell. I cannot travel. By the way, did I mention I do not have enough money? So if you would like to help with that for when I am healthy and mentally well, and no longer in fear of my life, feel free. PayPal link below.
You need all the positive. Thank you. So basically, I said, what about my luggage? He said, oh, well, that's what we're doing. He's like, just wait here about 20 minutes. We got to get your luggage, find your luggage. So they took the little luggage tags that they give you there when you check in. I checked in one big luggage and a carry-on luggage, just so I just had my CPAP in my bag. And then he said, somebody came after a while, and I was talking to Salah. And then he said, okay, you can come with me. I said, what about immigration? Like, I just left, they stamped my passport saying I left the country. I had a visa. Thanks, Teardrop. Yeah, me too. And then, believe me, I was excited to be going. Like, I was just talking to my mom and my aunt and making plans, like, for, like, the future and stuff. Anyway, which will just be delayed a bit, I guess.
I thought on that stream where she was talking about how she was in fear for her life, it was either that stream or the stream before it, that she talked about the fact that she's currently fighting with everybody in her life, including her family. So really, where is she supposed to go? I mean, do you really think that they made up that quickly? Because I think that's when we were getting the truth, was in those streams. The rest of this stuff isn't the truth. I think that's the truth. Do we honestly think that her and her family have made up that quickly?
More oxygen? I don't know. I need to go to a doctor. You got a plan but no timeline. Tell the doctor everything right. So then they escorted me out of that room there, the boarding room, and I had to go through he gave my passport to one of the reps somewhere, I don't even know. And then I guess, they reverse the stamp. I don't know how. I have to check let me check my passport. I'm curious what they wrote on it. They basically just reverse it. If you change your mind or you have an emergency or something happens and you can't fly, then they just basically reverse it, I guess. Oh my gosh, my passport I'm going to need new pages. The amount of times I've traveled. Oh no, I still have quite a few. Cuba's on there. What did they do? I don't see what they did to my passport. I know, Jen. I'm a tough cookie, but you know what? It's catching up to me. Like, every single time I've gone through that travel, it's so arduous and stressful. Cuba was only 4 hours, and I thought that was bad. Teardrop. As for IV fluids, oh, they always ask me. They call it serum or something like that. And I'm like, what is that? Oh, you mean hydration? So, Nina, serious question. Do you really want to leave? Can you mentally leave and be okay? I know what you say, but are you as ready as you think? Thank you, Nina. I was questioning that, like, when I got back here and saw Julia, honestly, I'm going to be honest. But then, like, at the airport, when I was on the bus, I was fine. Like, I was, like, happy to just be, like, we're boarding soon. So I was like, I think it's going to be hard. It's going to have to be an adjustment period. And honestly, the hardest thing for me is, like, Julia, because, Hi, Jackie. I know people think that I just gave my other cats away so easily. Those are fireworks. But I still dream about them. Like, I still have guilt. I still have horrible, horrible feelings about that. It's not easy. Wheelchair service. Yeah, you're right. The problem is, like, in Syria, it's like, I don't know. The airport is so small. I feel really embarrassed. But at Qatar, yeah, the airport's huge. I don't feel as bad, but
Okay, so I just Googled, do they reverse stamps on passports if you decide not to travel after going through immigration? And so take this for what it's worth. AI overview says no, stamps are not reversed. However, you would be required to undergo the immigration entry process again, and an entry stamp would then be placed on your passport. The initial exit stamp from your passport cannot be erased and is used to document your legal exit from the country. To re-enter the country, you would need to present your passport again to the immigration's official, and they would stamp it with an entry stamp. Yeah, it says you have to request to re-enter, ask the officer to process you back into the country, which will involve a new entry stamp and potentially any other procedures. Um, I don't believe she went to the airport. I think this is all alive. I don't understand why she lies about stuff that is easy to Google. It is easy to find an answer to. It, Hmm.
I'm anguished. Yeah, you're right. It was awful. I still dream about it. Like I just dream almost every night, I swear. I have very same dreams, and the one dream is always just all of a sudden remembering I have cats, and then I'm like, oh yeah, and I go BBJ Sam, and they both just come out of like under the couch or out of nowhere, and I'm like, how are you guys still alive? I haven't fed you in like years, like, and but they're fine, and then I feel like a big sense of relief, like life is complete. Yeah, juice box. And when she's in her box, she's called juice box. They have fireworks. Well, fireworks are legal here. You can like buy fireworks everywhere, so people set them off every night. A rehearsal time. A rehearsal, yeah. You always have that dream about babies, really? Yeah, Christina. Thank you. Jackie Howard, thanks for the rose. Thank you guys. You guys make that's why I like you guys make me feel better. Well, I adopt another cat. No, if I do it wouldn't be for a long while. No. I'm too unstable like in my life. I hate fireworks. I'd never last a day there. I hate them too. I hate them. You used to faint in the big cathedral. If it's like big, I can understand that. Thanks, Jackie. How do you feel now? No, I didn't eat anything yet, so La's gonna bring me food, but tell yourself that till you believe it. Yeah, because I sort of don't, Christina, but you do make me feel better when you say stuff like that. Like, I don't think about it that way until. So thank you for your positivity. There's crying kids. Another thing that really hurts is, like, thinking that I'll never see Sasa. Like, I've gotten so close to her, like,
It hurts her to think that she's never going to see Sasa again. However, every time that she has been given the opportunity since she showed her ass and talked crap about his family for her to go spend time with family and see Sasa, she has refused to go. Every single time. Instead, she has chosen to stay home and stuff her face and worsen her condition so that she continues to have a reason to stay and eventually force Salah to be her in home caregiver.
um, honestly, like, she's just like, she's so funny. Oh, I have a funny Sasa story, okay? Ceiling's 4 stories high, exactly. It's dizzying. So basically, yeah, dogs are terrified of them. Yeah, Harlequin. True, Christina. You have a point. You're right. Um, it's just an insecurity, I guess. Cuter than a ray of light.
Okay, I really didn't want to hear her talk about the kid. So I skipped ahead a little bit. Hopefully, we skipped it. If you want to hear her talk about the kid, go back and listen to it on her stream or on somebody else's stream. But I really just, I don't enjoy listening to her talk about the child.
Hey, Sneakerhead, I'm good. How are you? So, she had her share of food and French fries. Like yes in Arabic, and then went, come. I understand my grandmother giving me anything I wanted when I went over there. If I was looking at something and I said, this is nice, she would say, do you want it? And I do that all the time with Sasa to the point where even the parents are like, no, give that back to Miriam because they don't want to spoil her. They want to teach her manners. They want to teach her. Miriam is my.
They don't want to spoil her. They want to teach her manners. They probably look at Chantal and realize that spoiling a child turns them into her. And they are terrified of that. I would be terrified of that. Like, this is what you do not want to have happen to your child.
My Muslim name. Whenever I took my shahada is a sandal. When I took my shahada, they ask you to fill out a form to register that you've taken it and you're a Muslim. And that was such a good day. I remember being so proud, and Salah and his friend were waiting outside for me when I went in because it was all ladies in there, and they had like a nice Bible gift for me. And they ask you if you want to take a name. And that's culture. But yeah, that's how it is. He liked the name. He wanted me to choose Mariam, so I did. I think it's a nice name. My grandma's birthday was January 4th. Mine was the 5th. Oh my gosh, teardrop. That makes you extra close.
Did she say that they had a nice Bible gift for her? Would it not be a Quran? Huh.
Really, Scrape? Aw. She would give you the last of her money? Get out of here. Yeah. My grandma would too, yeah. She would offer to, but like as an adult, no, I spoiled her usually. I would always pay her lunch and stuff. No, they didn't make me burn a Bible. No, what? Oh my god. You know that Islam, Judaism, and Christianity all come from similar beliefs. I have confirmation name is Catholic. Yeah. No,
Yeah, because they're all Abrahamic faiths. We've talked about this before. Yep.
I'm still going home. I still have money to go home. Like, how is it a scam? I bought my ticket, and any money I used that was donated to me, I used towards moving, and I still have to move. Just not today. Definitely not Swag Daddy. Welcome to Very Important Recipes. Whose hand is that making meatloaf? Is that mine? We do that in confirmation. Really? I love spending my summers in Texas with my grandparents. They had a ranch where they raised Spanish white pigs. Spanish white pig? That sounds awesome. When my grandma died, she only had one cousin's photo on her mantle. Hi, Tiny Shamrocks. How are you? Probably better than me. Honestly, talking to you guys makes me feel better. That's why I always come live and talk anything that happens to me. It's like a diary or something. My grandma on my dad's side used to have a picture of me and my cousins like on the wall too. And one of my aunt, her daughter, from like in a nursing outfit from like the friggin' 80s or 70s. I don't know. You know those nursing portraits that when nursing graduates used to have? Do they still do that? The nursing outfits were comfortable looked really cozy back then. Like you want to be cared for by one of them. Those white uniforms. I can't arm wiggle you right now, Swag Daddy. I'll give you one whenever I turn the cam on next. I didn't faint. So why is there a banana? Why did they give me a banana? Just because? That's what you win for no reason? Thanks for the super chat. I wore one at my nursing pinning. Really? Renee? Scammer. Shut up. Maybe I'll just wear the title then, I guess. When I went to nursing school, we still had to wear caps. Really? Yeah, there was a cap, yeah. Thanks for the money, Shy Edwards. No, I'm still moving, just not today, like I said. I know that's like the big thing right now, contention. Will she move? Will she not move? Believe me, when I was on that bus, I was like excited. Excited for fall, excited for candles, excited for natchies, excited to see my family, excited for a new place with like AC and everything, full electric. Like, yeah, no, I definitely was excited for a lot of things. But at the same time, like, it was opening that I'm not healthy.
Okay. Well, the sounds like her internet is starting to crap out. We've been here over 45 minutes at this point. I think we've gotten the majority of the information we're going to get out of it. Um, I really want to be able to get this up for you guys, but it's also getting late in the afternoon, and I still need to take my boys outside, um, and I have stuff I need to get done um, before. Can you guys hear him snoring? I still have stuff that I need to get done before everybody gets home, and it's time for me to start cooking dinner. So I'm going to hurry and get this up for you guys. And I'm going to remind you that I need you to be good and behave yourselves. But if you can't, at least do it right, make me proud, and then post it online so we can talk about it later. Bye, guys.